HealthWish is a series of conversations about the state of healthcare in New York City's fabulous fifth borough, Staten Island. Our goal is to raise issues, raise awareness, and raise health, because when we raise health, we raise everyone. Staten Island University Hospital collaborates with the community in so many ways, some of them may even surprise you. Today, we're with the unforgettable Reptile Matt, the leading expert on snakes at the Staten Island Zoo. The hospital trains all of its emergency medicine residents to recognize and be prepared for even the rarest of emergencies, like a venomous snake bite. Let's tag along with Reptile Matt to learn more.
So it's been such a nice collaboration, I think, for me as a medical toxicologist, being fascinated by this subject of snake envenomations, but also when you think about the resources that we have at Staten Island University Hospital, we're a world-renowned burn center. Right, and when you think about a lot of what the snakes do, they affect tissues. Absolutely. And our burn docs are so good at really assessing what happens to tissues and things like that. They have a burn unit that can give intensive care to patients. Right. And then when you think about, we have an emergency medicine residency. This is great for their education in terms of being exposed to such a cool and interesting topic that really brings a little bit of interest to the program as well, the academic program. So it's been a fun program. I don't want to take all the credit. Certainly, I think there's a lot of a lot of great experts behind the scenes that have been doing a lot of stuff to really help this program get off the ground. And it's been fantastic for me because it's been an opportunity to kind of take a little bit of economic burden away from the zoo in terms of storing anti-venom. So we have a couple different. Which is
very expensive, as you know, and I'm sure a lot of people don't realize that.
Right, and that's a big part of the budget. So it was nice to be able to store anti-venom at Staten Island University Hospital, and then obviously you guys get access to the other ones, right? How's that process work in terms of getting the anti-venoms for these interesting exotic snakes?
We have to contact the country. So like, for example, our cobras, we have to contact Africa. We have to contact Asia for our Asian pit vipers and literally get the anti-venom from those countries. And sometimes it's a very easy process, sometimes not. Years and years and years ago, we actually one time had to get the American embassy involved in Africa because we had sent them the money and they were just a little slow on sending it. And as you know, the anti-venom does expire. I mean, buy just one bottle and keep it in your refrigerator for 30 years. So we were like, hey, we really need to have this on hand because it is sort of required, not maybe necessarily a hard, fast rule, but the AZA institutions do have the anti-venom on hand for the snakes that they have. If you have a cobra, you need to have the cobra anti-venom. And while there are some polyvalents, which means one anti-venom can treat a few different types of snakes, most of them are one snake, one anti-venom. The anti-venom that you guys have, the crowfab, that will do the rattlesnakes, the copperheads, the cottonmouths, the snakes that you're going to find out crawling around in a yard around here. We carry the gaboon viper anti-venom, the cobra anti-venom, all the exotic stuff. So that's a great partnership between the two of us, as you hit on, earlier. And those vials can be very expensive, and you can attest to this. It's not just a one shot and you're good. I mean, that can take up to 20, 25 vials, correct?
Absolutely.
And so when you're talking $2,000 per vial, if it's a bad snake bite, you're talking 40, 50,000. Exactly. It adds up really quickly, and, that is something that really is great for us. Like you said, we can kind of help each other with those situations that would arise. And you correct me if I'm wrong, but way back in the day, before we were in this partnership, I got a call from Staten Island University Hospital. I don't remember exactly who it was, but they said, hey, we just got a phone call from some guy who says that he is on his way here, driving himself here in his car, who was bitten by his pet gaboon viper. Do you guys have the anti-venom for that? And we did, at the time, because we do have gaboon vipers. And I said, we sure do. So give me a call if this guy shows up and you need some anti-venom. Got a call later, nobody ever showed up. But that's what sort of jump-started this whole, hey, let's, maybe get together. And the fact that we finally, had some toxicologists on Staten Island, which, for me personally, is, a huge relief.
Yeah.
So we don't have to end up going to
We're happy
Jacoby.
to be here for you and obviously your staff and everyone, in Staten Island. And, one of the interesting parts of that case, actually, that case did get a lot of publicity in the newspaper. That patient ended up going to Jacoby because he was aware that Jacoby had this center and had access to anti-venom. But for us, really, it became an issue of trying to make sure that people never need to leave Staten Island for health care. Especially you guys, in terms of making sure that we keep you guys safe as soon as possible, rather than trying to helicopter you. New York rush hour. How long is it going to take to get to where you need to go?
Absolutely.
Right, so, at the end of the day, what we really wanted to do was provide people with great care in Staten Island and say no one should ever really need to leave Staten Island to get everything that they need. Right. And we know, unfortunately, people, it's not just you guys that are at risk, right?
Right.
Lots of people that have, unfortunately, venomous snakes in their homes. Right. And, just like this gentleman who got bit by the gaboon viper, luckily it ended up being a dry bite. They observed him. He never developed toxicity, never needed anti-venom, and he got to go home. But,
that's great. I never even knew that back into the story. That's good.
We put this program together because we didn't want people to have to go to the Bronx to get care. We didn't want them to have to go to Pennsylvania to get care. So, everything is basically accessible right here at Staten Island University Hospital. And, we have such a great, diverse group of doctors who can do so many different things.
Well, we love having you guys here a few times a year. And like I said, for me personally, I can sleep a lot easier seeing these guys, even though maybe it won't be that exact person. The students that you bring, the residents you bring may go off and go to some other, facility in the country, but just knowing that, if I'm going, God forbid, there's a bite and I have to be transported over to Staten Island University Hospital, chances are I'm going to know a few faces, and also they might know my face. So it's going to be a little bit, oh my gosh, hey, there's Matt. Oh my word, he just got,
no one's going to forget Reptile Matt.
Well, I don't know about that,
but we're ready for you. We'll be taking good care of you, absolutely. And it's not just obviously a professional collaboration, it's also a friendship. Obviously, we've gotten to know each other over the years. It's been a lot of fun.
Yes.
And it's such a great day for the residents because this is a unique opportunity for them, right? How many residencies get access to a zoo with such an interesting venomous snake collection? That get to go in the back of the venomous snake collection, right? You show them around, they get to see the snakes up close, they get to see what you do back there, they get to see your fridge full of interesting anti-venom from all over the world.
They get to hear a rattlesnake rattle.
I mean, listen,
pretty cool stuff.
That's pretty cool stuff, and for them, that's pretty unique, right? Most of the time, a lot of our teaching is done in a classroom. It's done obviously in the hospital and the emergency departments. It's done, through things like simulation. But this is a great change of pace for them, and so for them, they get excited about this. They get excited to see you guys every year.
Us too. We get excited. It's fun to do. It's fun to do these venomous snake demonstrations. It really is. And we always do it with a purpose. We use the snakes that need a checkup because that's basically what we show you is how we can safely give a venomous snake a checkup from our vet. So that's basically what we're demonstrating to you guys. It's a great collaboration. It really is.
And there's such a close tie between what we do and what you do, basically, right? You're taking care of the health of these animals, and we're taking care of the health of people. And at the end of the day, really, it's all about trying to do what's best for the people we take care of and the animals we take care of. So, and I always appreciated the relationship here at the zoo.
Us too.
And it's been fun. For us, it's really provided something at Staten Island also. For the health system of Northwell, which is one of the largest health systems in the Northeast, we actually, agreed to take care of all the venomous bites within that system.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Anything that goes to any Northwell hospital is going to come to us. We can take care of them.
That's great.
So, for us, it's really a big deal. People don't realize Staten Island University Hospital, we do a lot of really cool things. We're a tertiary care center that takes care of all kinds of critically ill people, and we have something so interesting like this, that people aren't really that aware of. So, we're not hoping anyone gets bit.
Right.
But if they do, we're going to take care of them.
We know where to go.
They don't need to leave Staten Island to get good and great care.
Yeah, that's very reassuring for us that work with these guys every day and see them up close.
So yeah, I always appreciate you and your knowledge, what you teach me about these animals, and hopefully you never need our care at Staten Island University Hospital, but certainly we're here for you if you ever need us.
Exactly. I kind of think of it sort of like a fire extinguisher. You've got to have one around, but you hope you never ever have to use it, you know. And luckily for us, we've got one of the best fire extinguishers around with you guys. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you guys.
Let's go meet with the residents and hang out with them a little bit and teach them a little bit about what you do.
Sounds good.
HealthWish wishes to thank our host, Dr. Nima Majlesi, and our special guest, Matt Lanier. We're very interested in your health wish. Contact us at healthwish@northwell.edu. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again soon.